Sweeping through upstate New York here in late December. But we've got football from Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Buffalo Bills. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. He's hoping his guys will put forth a winning effort despite being out of the playoff race with just 3 wins on the year. Across from him, his counterpart, Bills head coach Sean McDermott. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. And we are underway in Buffalo. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
A quick throw caught out wide by Bourne. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 2nd down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
And he's going to have the Broncos first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Gain of 5. First down, Broncos.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake, here's Nix. And incomplete on the deep ball. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. When you look at this Buffalo defense, they're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the passer, number 28.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season. But if they have any hopes of making waves in January, they've got to improve in this area.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Finding space at the 40. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. On 4th down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Well, the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Throwing now is Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
And the Bills, first down. First and 10 at the 47.
Allen going to throw. His throw incomplete. Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. 3rd and 9 here.
A gain of 1 brings up third down.
Allen now looks to throw. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 37.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Setting up the screen for Cook.
And a gain of 3 to the 33. From the 33, here's a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Broncos' 33-yard.
Back to the ground, Cook.
Able to avoid him. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Another good carry there for the NFL's second leading rusher, and we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
But I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's first or second or even third in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
A solid move on the run, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. Down at the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal.
Brown 80! Gun. What's that?
Cook.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down.
That's caught. Kincaid for the Bills touchdown.
A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Bills are on the board first here this afternoon. Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt.
He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0.
Broncos 0.
That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
And Denver getting set to take the field. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
And that one drops down incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down. On play action, here's Nix.
This one to Bourne, and he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down. It's a gain of 25 yards. And the Broncos first down.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
To throw is Nix. That is incomplete.
Look at this Buffalo defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
With they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league. So there's the...
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to have it here just past the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Well, he had to wait until December, but congrats to the rookie, his first INT.
Yeah, he's been a reliable contributor for this defense throughout the season. Definitely got a bright future and has gotten even brighter after making that play.
So after the INT, it's Allen. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Nick Bonito. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Throwing on second and long. Allen. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began. Thanks to rep. And they get off the field.
Allen from the gun on third down.
On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away.
And Marvin Mims deep for Denver. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. Denver's offense now set to go.
even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
It's second down and 10.
Here's Nix.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
And that will be incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, but an end of just 33 following a 10-yard return.
And it will be first and 10 as they take over.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out first and 10. Allen gonna run with it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Now Allen. Completes it to Coleman. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. They were looking to throw, holding in the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now Allen. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And he's going to be marked down short of the first down. Needed the 40, but he's a yard or 2 shy. Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10.
Denver's offense ready to go again.
And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
Gregory Rousseau.
It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Here's 3rd and 7. Nix to the air. He'll try and do this himself.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Here's Jeremy Crawshaw now.
As he's on to punt for Denver. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bills offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And his ability to use his legs has given the defense fits when trying to game plan. He's currently 2nd in the NFL in rushing yards by a QB.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
He was brought down by Drew.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
At the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
On play action, Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
A gain of 9.
Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1.
Cook up the gut. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So the shotgun snap to Allen.
A bullet throw, but incomplete. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
Results in a 4th down.
So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal.
And his kick is good. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away.
Oh, look at the juke.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos.
Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10.
Now it's Nix.
Out right to Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
They'll send the tight end in motion.
Harvey now on 1st and 10.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow, knocked him for a loss.
Y'all gotta talk about crazy. Y'all can't talk about crazy. Anybody know about it?
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
Throwing Nix. And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Fly him to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 14.
To throw, here's Nix. Open man is born. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for a Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
Nick's going to give to Harvey. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Looking to throw. Nix.
That's caught. It's a rookie from Alabama.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Complete to Bryant. The great move couldn't free it. Taken down at the 10. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up second down.
Second and 6 at the Bills' 10-yard line.
Back to throw. Nix. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Kendrick Bourne, a 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Broncos are back within a score. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. That's now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it was Kendrick Bourne who was able to cap things off with a touchdown.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, let's get funny, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Here's Allen.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down.
Allen.
Now he fires deep for Shakir.
And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Now third down and very long. To the air. Allen. Now he's going to step up and run.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. Able to find the open man, that's complete.
Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Back to the air with Nix.
A short throw to Ingram.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's
back to throw again. Got a man open, it's Sutton. But I think the ball's out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
a fumble on the play. Out of bounds. The offense retains possession.
Nix from the shotgun. He'll let this go deep for Bourne. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
That's always a risk on those longer kicks. You have to drive it low to get it there. That opened the door for a better chance for the defense to get a hand on it, and that's just what we saw there.
And even if the odds increase a little bit because it's a longer field goal attempt, it's still difficult to get hands on the football and create a block. Big-time excitement for that unit, getting through and knocking that one away.
A final shot before half for Allen. Now he fires deep for Shakir.
And that is incomplete.
So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. It is Week 17. Playoff spots on the line, seeding on the line, coaching jobs may be on the line. Let's dive in. Our spin around the NFL starts now. At Lincoln Financial Field, the Eagles at home to take on the Commanders in the NFC East. And this is Brian Robinson. From there, why don't we go to Cleveland? Let's check in on the Browns. They're hosting the New York Football Giants. And this is the Giants quarterback. He's looking good for early in his career. One of 4 touchdown passes in the game. The Giants win their second straight as they get the victory here. Last but not least, let's go to Baltimore. The Ravens taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And this is Chris Godwin. One of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. The Buccaneers run their winning streak to 5 straight as they get another W. With that, let's give you a look at the all-important playoff picture in the AFC here in Week 17. Meanwhile, our game has lived up to the hype. Just a field goal separates these 2 teams. 10-7 your score as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports.